Like,
Yeah, as long as it's not going to waste.
Yeah,
Surely.
but a lot of it will be going to waste.
Will it?
I would think so.
Why?
Think so.
I know.
And what did I say? Sorry, you left it too late to enter. What did I say on the bloody podcast?
That's such a good impression of me. Yeah.
I've been Cammy.
I've been Iona.
And we are both
Fed by farmers.
Hello and welcome to the Fed by Farmers podcast with me, Cammy Wilson.
And me, Iona Murray. Oh, that's quite a low Cammy Wilson.
I was quite low.
Yeah, quite low, throaty.
Cold weather, eh? Cold's going about.
Yeah.
Miserable weather.
I know, it's horrible.
Before we start into that though, thanks to our sponsors, Crystalyx and Tracesure by Animax. Big shout out to them. Good time of year to be punting the Tracesure. Bolusing time is approaching. We'll be bolusing probably in the next... Oh, it's a tricky one this year because I'm supposed to be having this hernia operation. 1st of October.
Yep.
Which means I wouldn't be able to bolus the whole of October.
Yep.
Obviously Lizzie can bolus or someone else can bolus.
Yeah.
But it is a big job when you have 1,500 sheep to bolus. So yeah, I need to give that some thought actually. As I'm speaking out loud now, I hadn't really thought about it. But yeah, the bolusing job will need done. Probably going to have to bolus them next month then. And just a little bit earlier than normal.
What are you going to get up to when you're recovering from your op?
I'm going to write something.
Okay.
But I'll only need like a week or something. Like a week of actually...
But then surely, are you not getting your ankle done though?
Hopefully can get the ankle done, but I just can't see how I can get that. I can make the ankle work. I can't do it at the same time as the hernia because I've got Scottish Farming Awards. I'm presenting at the Scottish Farming Awards on the 24th of October.
Right, okay.
So I can't do my ankle because I'm in a big boot thing for at least a month.
Can you not present in a boot?
No, it's just like, no.
Why not?
You could, but it's like...
Do you do a lot of walking about the stage?
No, to be fair, not particularly. Yeah, you could absolutely do it, but like, it's just such a distraction. Like, and I remember doing at school, I did some, God knows how I got involved with it, but anyway, I had to do this presentation to all these business people in East Ayrshire, something I did through school, so through business enterprise, and I'd cut my hand with my thumb with a knife. Someone else cut my hand with a knife.
You were stabbed?
No, it was more of an accident. Someone was drunk with a knife, and I tried to take it off them. Anyway,
right. Let's delve into that more. What age were you?
It was somebody's birthday party.
Right.
And it was a girl actually's birthday party, and she was steaming drunk. She was going to cut her cake, but she was steaming drunk with this knife in the kitchen. And I'm like, whoa, it's like, hey, I was driving. I was actually sober.
Right.
Yeah, I must have been 17 then when I was doing this. So I was 17 sober. So I was like, here, give me that knife. I'll cut the cake for you. And just kind of held my hand a little bit away from it. And as she sort of pulled it back and says, no, like just the last sort of 2 inches of the knife. It's a big, massive kind of bread knife type thing, I suppose. The last 2 inches of it just right through it was in here actually, right through into the palm of my hand.
Oh, God.
And cut the tendons and whatever it was that was in there. So I ended up with like a wee kind of half-cast, like curved round stookie. And but as I was doing it, my point that I'm getting to is as I was doing the talk, because I'm very handsy when I talk, nobody was listening to a word I was saying. They're just watching me wave this big stookie about. Like, I could see their eyes moving with the stookie, not looking at me. But
is that not just because you're so aware of it? You were thinking of the stookie?
No, you could see that.
Were they?
Absolutely, you could see. Like, it's like they're literally moving rather than looking at me.
Yeah.
People are like glancing about as the stookie moves because they're all like, what is that stookie for? It's like in a weird shape. Like, why is it only half his arm? Has he broke his wrist or what is that?
Yeah.
Because it's a cut.
You should have just addressed it.
Yeah, that's what I did wrong.
Yeah,
I didn't make enough of a joke about it. I just did my thing. But you're young, you don't.
Yeah.
You're like stick to the script, do your thing. So yeah, that's and then the ankle thing. Yeah, I suppose now I could address it and make a few jokes about it. But
yeah, you're not going to be kicking your legs.
Yeah, I still do. Plus the other thing is Lizzie's brother's wedding is the 7th of November. Yeah. So Lizzie's brother's getting married in the 7th or 8th or 9th or something like that. Don't quote me. We are going. I just can't remember exactly when it is. So it's about then. So it's like it's going to totally ruin the day for Lizzie if I'm not able to fight with the boys.
Yeah.
So I kind of need to go down there half fit. Albeit, not that long after the hernia operation, but still at least I'll be able to deal with the boys. If I go down there on crutches.
Nightmare.
She's going to have the 3 boys.
And it's her brother's wedding. She was wanting to have
she'll need some family time. Like, I'll happily go out the road with the boys and do my thing, and let Lizzie have time with the family. So that is my other thinking. So we could maybe do the ankle in November.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. Falling to bits. It's a nightmare, actually.
Yeah. Is it just getting... I've actually hurt my knee.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I have, just from running.
Right. Is it?
Because I didn't do it. We should address that because people were commenting wishing me luck on my 10K, Paisley 10K, but I left it too late to enter.
When did you talk about that? Did we talk about that in a podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't...
I know.
And what did I say? Sorry, you left it too late to enter. What did I say on the bloody podcast?
You said I'd left it too late to enter.
Yeah, it's like big 10Ks like you can't just enter on the date.
I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
so okay. It's
So
great.
I left it too late, but
Listen to the runner.
I did
Ex-runner.
have it in my head I wanted to go a run, so my friend Susan brought her baby girl Annie down and we ran with her in the buggy, and Susan's an absolute machine. She runs pushing Annie in the pram.
Machine.
Unreal.
You say you did 11K?
11K.
Fair play, Susan.
Yeah. No, ran a half marathon
Yeah, I
the
saw
other week.
Susan at Stirling on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's some lass.
Yeah, she is.
I didn't actually see how the lambs got on, but I think they had big, strong lambs, so I'm sure she's smiling.
Well, yeah, they were happy.
We sold store lambs actually on Thursday. So this is last Thursday, this is out on Friday, this is a week past on Thursday. Because I was at Air Breeding Sale yesterday, and yeah, it was good. 34 kilo Texel lambs were £112.
Good
so
going.
Right. Yeah. Is it?
Yep.
Is it, Iona?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good for a text.
Everything sounds good to you because you're used to selling me blackie things, so it's like, it's like, what, £112 for a lamb? Whoa, my God. No, to be fair, even the blackie lambs were a fortune as well. Like, folks selling store blackie lambs straight after mothers, like 80 odd quid. Like,
Yeah,
it's good.
going.
So no, great trade there. And what else did we do? Sold fat lambs as well. We had some in at Air that were 140. I'm telling a lie, it wasn't Thursday, it was Monday.
Right.
It was Monday there we sold lambs at UA because the store sale's on Monday and the fat sale at Air's on Monday. Because I couldn't get to Stirling this week because I'm filming with Landward at Air Market. That's what it was for the breeding sale. So yeah, the fat lambs were 47 kilos, 100 and I think for 77 lambs averaged £142.
Good going.
It's good. It's good to know. It's good to know. The weather, we touched on it earlier though, the weather's shocking.
It's awful. I was properly cold for the first time yesterday. Like, I actually felt cold.
Yeah, well, we're getting there's a hurricane name we're getting the edge of just now. It's like hurricane something.
Right.
I can't remember what it's called. Whatever.
Go on, give a guess.
Alberta. It's something like that. And it's why it's so windy and wet today. Like, it's torrential, like blowing a gale. It's horrible.
Yeah.
We got some sheep foot vax this morning and then just called it a day. I'm like, this is horrible. It's just so wet.
Yeah.
So then that's why we came to... I said to you we weren't going to podcast because I was too busy. And then I was like, oh, to hell with this. What we'll do this afternoon. Let's go and podcast.
Yeah. Inside jobs.
And here we are. Yeah.
Reduce the risk of fly strike and livestock irritation at grass with Crystalyx garlics. Flies and midges are a constant pest to livestock throughout the summer and are responsible for diseases such as summer mastitis, pink eye, blue tongue and Schmallenberg. No repellent is 100% effective in the fight against airborne biting insects. However, Crystalyx garlics can play an important part in reducing the number of flies that land on livestock. Containing concentrated garlic extract, 5 times more potent than pure dried garlic, Crystalyx garlics offers a natural defense to biting insects, with the high sulfur compounds in garlic acting as a natural insect repellent. With a full complement of vitamins, minerals, and trace elements, Crystalyx garlics balances the known deficiencies in forage while stimulating the rumen for enhanced animal performance. Make the switch this summer to research-proven Crystalyx garlics.
Speaking of inside jobs, what have you been up to? What? Have you not been doing inside jobs?
I have been doing a lot of inside jobs. I've actually not really been working this week, have I?
Oh, tell us about the Fringe. Yep.
Fringe was great.
What is the Fringe?
The Fringe is the biggest arts festival in the world.
Okay.
So we booked into 2 shows. So one was an hour and 20 minutes, quite long, but it was actually really, really good. So it was 2 guys and 2 girls, and they were doing it like kind of musical theatre, but jokey about like dating and relationships and stuff. It was really funny.
Could you relate to some of it?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. I think that's what made it funny.
Because you could relate to how... Is it talking about how difficult it is or how just awkward people are? And
like, and going through like
is it
first
like weird
date
scenarios?
and like even like on the apps, like saying certain messages. It was just, it was really, really
Did you
funny.
learn anything?
No.
No, you can just relate to it.
I can just relate to it, yep.
And what was the name of that show?
Love You.
No, but what was the name of the show? You know we're still recording, right?
I can't remember. I'll need to look it up.
But it has something, love you, I something.
Yeah, it's like love you.
P.S. I love you.
Love you. I can't remember.
Okay, love you long time. What was the other show?
It was just a one woman comedian.
Like so Scottish, like actual stand-up comics that I think are funny are probably not that many.
No, me neither.
Like, I don't really like any of the American ones. I just like the Scottish ones actually. If I'm honest, the more I think about it, I'm trying to think of an English one that I like. Like I like Frankie Boyle.
Yeah, he's just a wee bit harsh for me.
He's harsh.
Yeah,
he's harsh.
I don't like the harsh humour.
No.
And
yet, so what kind of humour do you like? What was one of the jokes you said?
That is too difficult.
Okay. Was it like one-liners or was it wee stories?
No, kind of wee stories just about her and growing up. And then she had like a glossary of different words, so she kept referring back to that. She did stuff for Sky Sports News as well. A lot of it was about trolls, but it was all funny stuff. Do you know, like, I mean, it's hard describing a comedy show and trying to make it funny. It was funny. I was laughing. I was laughing out loud.
Right, okay. Yeah, that's good.
Chloe Petts. She was...
Shout out to Chloe.
Shout out to Chloe. So one of her tweets when I was like looking into who she was she'd said to her mum, "You're the best mum in the world." And she'd said to her, "What about my mum?" And then she'd said, "So here I'm having to slag off my gran to save an argument."
Okay, that's quite good. That's quite good. I love all these crazy folk that say they've got the best mum in the world because it's like absolutely ridiculous. Because my mum's the best mum in the world. Like all these daft folk out there that actually think that. It's mad. So many deluded folk out there. No, so yep, that's life. And anything else at Fringe? We're not mobbed. Like, by the way, what is the full title of the Edinburgh Fringe?
Don't know. Does Fringe stand for something?
Is it the Edinburgh Fringe Festival or the Edinburgh Festival Fringe?
Oh, Edinburgh. I would have said Fringe Festival.
Yeah, see, a lot of folk do, but it's actually not.
It's Festival Fringe.
Yep. So the Edinburgh Festival's a thing on its own. And then because I believe it was because there's like no more space for these other acts that wanted to start, they started this thing on the Fringe, on the edge of the festival. That's why it's called the Fringe. But now, the festival's a small thing,
and the Fringe
is a big part. But it's actually called the Edinburgh Festival Fringe.
Okay, good one.
Because it's still actually meant to be that thing on the edge of the festival.
Right. Okay.
Even though it's bigger than now.
Mum and Dad went through as well to the Fringe, and Mum booked one show. And I don't know why that's so funny. So like the whole of the Edinburgh Fringe, there's so much. She booked them to see a magician.
Why is that fun? I like magicians.
I just think that's so...
Was it good? Terrible.
No, they said it was good. They said it was good.
Do you know what I like? I like hypnotists.
Do you?
And I never thought I would, right? And then I went to one time, and it was one of the funniest shows I've ever seen.
Were you hypnotised?
I tried it. I can't get hypnotised. Like I just don't believe in fairy tales. I think that's the problem. Do you know? Like I just don't understand how folk get hypnotised.
Yeah, I don't.
I tried it, and I tried to buy into it. I'm like, I'm going to do this because I want to know if this is actually possible.
So what?
Because I went to the show thinking, a lot of nonsense. Crap. Yeah.
Was it like a biggie like Darren Brown or something, like somebody that folk would know?
No, it wasn't. But it was a big show. Like he's making good money. The guy was good. Because I was like, nah, this is nonsense. And I tried to sink into it and concentrate on your breathing, let yourself sink into the chair. And he's like, if I tap you, then just go back to your seat. Yeah, whatever. And then I got a tap back to my seat. So he obviously knew I wasn't.
Right. Okay.
I hadn't fell
so
for
you're
it.
up on the stage.
I went to volunteers. So I'm like, right.
Okay,
so he maybe takes 30 volunteers, and then he picks like 10 of them to do the show, or
so
8
you
of them.
can feel who's.
Yeah, obviously some people just can't be hypnotised, and I guess I'm just one of them.
So what's your thought? Do you think those people have been hypnotised, or think they're pretending?
They're definitely hypnotised.
Right. How do you know?
Because one of them was a big ginger. I was in Las Vegas.
Right. Okay.
And one of them was a big ginger Scottish guy.
Right.
And there's no way he was part. Like his missus was there.
Oh, okay. Like
there was no way he was a paid actor.
Right. Okay.
Like I mean, I don't want to be derogatory of him, but he definitely wasn't the brightest button in the box.
Well, he'd been hypnotised. He wasn't running his own brain.
No, but even just like some folk, they had to come up with funny. Like it was a bit of an adult show, so there was like you had to pretend you were a porn star,
right?
And you had to come up with your name for being a porn star, and like some of them were really clever. And I can't even say his one, but it was just so like blunt and thick, but it was so funny. He just shouted
but then,
out.
Don't you think that's what I would be like? Imagine putting me in the spot like that. I would come across as thick.
No, you just go, oh, I don't know. Oh, don't put me in the spot like that. The hypnotised guy's like, come on, Iona, I've literally opened up your whole mind to possibilities here, and you're like, oh, don't put me in the spot like that. Come back to me. Wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I can't think when you put me under pressure.
That's such a good impression of me. Yeah.
So yeah, we can come back to what name you would use later. But yeah, so that was that. So I don't mind hypnotists. Like I think that's
it
was an entertaining show.
How does it work?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't work in me
So
anyway. I
much
don't know
that
how
we
you
don't
fall for
know.
it. Yeah, I don't know how you fall for it.
Oh, another wee piece of news.
Can I also just say I can't think anything worse than got that Edinburgh Festival. Like, well, there is worse things like needles in your eyes, but like on a day with all those people and
It wasn't that bad.
okay.
To be fair, Katrina used to live in Edinburgh, so she knew the bits to go that weren't like, it wasn't mental where we were going. It was nice.
Okay.
What was I going to say? My other bit of news: bought my first ever pair of Crocs this week.
Oh yes, I have Crocs on right now actually as we speak.
Me
Yep.
too. They're life changing actually,
Yeah,
and I
Crocs are
take
good.
back everything negative I've ever said about them.
They're great, aren't they? We wear them in the house mainly because the boys make so much mess everywhere. Like you're always standing in something.
Like a bit of Lego or
Yeah,
They
or
into
usually
Lego?
just pee places.
oh, okay, yeah.
They're getting better to be fair. But no, not into Lego. No, they just eat Lego. They're too young for Lego.
Right. Oh yeah, of course.
I was good. We watched this. There's a Business Insider. It's a YouTube channel. It's quite good. They show you how things make money and stuff. And one was about Lego. And Lizzie's like, "Did you have Lego when you were younger?" I was like, "No, we were too poor for Lego," which is true. We did have a wee bit of Connect 4. No, not Connect 4. It was like a wee thing where it was like you connect like wee poles to wee end bits and you can make a wee slingshot out it.
Oh, I don't know that.
It was like wee engineering things you can make. And at the kids at school, we also just make wee slingshots out it. You put an elastic band around it, then
could,
put
like,
one of the wee
ping.
poles through the middle of it and you could ping it. Oh, my youth.
Times. Did you ever play Guess Who when you were younger?
Is that where you flick down the wee things and the guy says he's got glasses?
Yeah.
I'm aware of the game. I can't think of playing it. I probably did at some point.
My nieces are right into it at the minute, so we've been playing it with them. But I saw this TikTok and it's these two women and they're like drinking wine and stuff, playing Guess Who, but doing it based on vibes. So like they're saying like there's so many funny ones on it, like does your person visit a dry cleaners and like stuff like that. So it's so funny.
I say they have to have the same mindset because then they'll be able to.
Yeah, like work out
That's
based
quite
on
good.
vibes.
Yeah.
It'll be good when the boys get older playing stuff like
I
that.
can't just imagine playing something like that with them. They're too mental. Mm-hmm. They just whack them all down and go
Yeah,
like, I win.
throw it.
Yeah. They're just hard bloody work. Any other interesting news to carry forward this week?
What are you up to this weekend?
So we're in Forest tomorrow.
Tomorrow we are.
Yes, as this is out on Friday, we're out tomorrow. So we are going to be doing a shearing demonstration in Forest for the Grant Park open day. So yeah, if you're about that area tomorrow, come to the Grant Park open day. It looks like a nice day,
Oh, good.
nice dry day. So yes, come along and see us. We will be there. Should have shout about that last week actually. Almost forgot about it. Good job. You mentioned it. So yeah, we'll see you there. Grant Park in Forest.
Where is Forest?
It's up near Murray kind of direction.
Where's that? Is that near Nairn?
Not a million miles away.
That's where I'm going to be.
Are
I'm
you on
gonna be in
Saturday?
Nairn. Yeah, for my cousin's
It's still
wedding.
far enough away.
Okay.
I would say. Yeah. See you there on Saturday. Sorry, what are you doing in Nairn?
Cousin's wedding. So we're going up on Friday.
Okay.
Up to Nairn.
Right. Okay. You staying up?
Yeah.
Who's going?
Whole fam. Brother's coming over from Ireland.
What have you booked a big place? Or are you in a hotel?
We've got 2 Airbnbs.
All right. Okay. That sounds nice.
Yeah.
You like those things, eh?
What? Like,
Family things.
I do like family things, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's nice. So yeah, that's it. You've got a wedding. I've got this day at Grant Park, 150th anniversary. I think is it 150th? 100th anniversary of Grant Park. So we'll be doing some shearing demos and doing a bit of mingling. We'll see you there. Don't think of anything else
What
to
was the
add.
video you were watching earlier? Were you going to speak about that? No.
Oh no, I was just watching a video, but this, yeah, we probably could talk about that a little bit actually. This Brian May, BBC Brian May episode about badgers not being impacting TB, but I actually thought maybe better. It's not out yet at the time of doing this recording this. I thought we'll watch it
Okay.
and then talk about it because I see Gareth Wyn-Jones going hard about it.
So how do people know about it if it's not been out yet?
Oh, they're publicising it as like basically
Okay.
he's done a few interviews and stuff saying that like badgers have no impact on the spread of TB.
Okay.
which I think is nonsense, but I need to actually go and properly read
Find
about
out,
it because it's not something that, it's not that I don't know much, well, I suppose I don't know much about it. I mean, it just doesn't impact us that much. It doesn't impact me much because I'm a sheep farmer, and it also doesn't impact us that much in Scotland because we are officially TB free in Scotland.
Right, okay.
So, yeah, we're quite very fortunate that way, whereas places, you know, down like Wales, you know, down near where Gareth is, and Jeremy Clarkson's weighed in heavy on it as well. You know, just say it's a lot of nonsense what Brian May's saying. He's a big badger area, a big TB area, a lot of fox. The thing that's mental to me, and I know there was a thing on BBC Radio 4 or something talking about vaccinating the badgers for TB.
Right.
Which
How do you...
sounds like a good idea to me. Well, you put
How do you
traps out.
trap
You
them?
put traps out, and
That don't kill them.
yeah, just
Why do we
humane
not want to
traps.
kill them?
Folk love badgers for some reason,
Right.
which is weird because they're vicious wee bloody things. Like, you know, and there's a big argument as well, and Gareth's making about how they're like decimating the ground nesting birds and the hedgehogs, like because they're getting out of hand because they're so protected. Like, you get to jail if you kill a badger out with. I mean, there is sometimes there's a cull. There has been a cull on in England at times, but like certainly up in Scotland here, like you get to jail if you killed a badger.
No.
Oh yeah, it's like really strict. Yeah, really protected, and it's strange because like. And
There's
I'm
nothing
all
taking
for protecting an animal that's numbers are low, 100%.
Yeah.
You know,
You need the diversity. You need...
yeah, just the principle of it. Like it's a bit of a it's bad form if an animal goes extinct on our watch nowadays. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But put an animal in a protected status and then just leave it there forever, as it seems with a lot. It's like it's madness because the numbers just get silly.
Yep.
Like, I'm of the opinion once it's no longer an endangered species, just take it off that list. And if it's causing issues, deal with it appropriately on your land.
Yep.
Same as we do with foxes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so why are foxes
If foxes
different?
aren't causing an issue, some folk do. But like I don't actively get guys in to shoot foxes if I've no issue with foxes. You know, if there's maybe just one or two starting about doing their thing, fine. But like at the moment on the farm at home, man, there's about 15 of them running about. Like, you see them all the time. So it's like,
bad.
before lambing next year, we need to get on top of that a bit.
Did you lose mine with lambing this year? At lambing?
A couple. Yeah, we had a couple, but we managed to we had one that was causing loads of problems in one of the fields, but we managed to get him a big dog fox. Because you do a lambing time, it's a free-for-all for them, like, and you can't blame them, like, it's easy meat. Like,
I know.
Lambs are easy
That's
meat.
what
It's like the folks saying about the sea eagles, you know, or they don't hunt lambs, but it's like, of course they do, it's so bloody
makes
easy.
sense.
It's the best of meat as well. You know, it's that nice tender lamb, like,
Yeah, why
you can't
wouldn't
blame
you?
them. There's no fight, no resistance. Just go and grab the bloody thing. No sneaky. There's hundreds of them. They're literally flying up there going, oh,
Yeah, here we go.
like, the buffet is open. So like, you can't blame the bird for taking lambs. It's just natural instincts. And same with foxes. I don't blame them for doing it, but it's just got to, you know, if there's too many of them, they're getting out of hand. You've got to cull the numbers. And yeah, with badgers, it's such a touchy subject. I don't honestly know why they're protected. Is the honest answer. I don't know. Because as far as I'm led to believe, there's plenty of them. But maybe someone listening to this will know why they're protected. But then, like, you flip it the other way, deer. Like, the Scottish Government is now paying people to, and it's one we missed our chance. We had Jim Fairley for a podcast that will be coming out soon. One we didn't ask Jim was because I didn't know it at the time, and I just read it shortly after. Is they're now paying people to cull deer.
Really?
Yeah, so I believe. Now, I just read the article and I read things and they go in and out of my mind, but I try and take the most important bits of it. And it's more or less a case of like the stalkers and stuff that are doing it as part of estate management and all this kind of stuff are being encouraged to cull more, because I think they said need to cull an extra 50,000 a year
Wow.
to get on top of it. Yeah, because it's
Wow.
mental. There's
So
just
what
so
are
many
the
deer.
negatives of having so many deer?
Oh, they're eating all the trees and
Right, okay,
it's
yeah.
mainly trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're trying to plant all these trees and do all these
And then
forestation
they're
things. It's just, yeah. So, but then that opens up the other argument of like, is it right to be killing animals just because you want your trees? Do you know what I mean? It's,
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm of the opinion as long as we're, like,
Yeah,
I'd
as long
like
as it's
to
not
think,
going to waste.
yeah,
Surely.
but a lot of it will be going to waste.
Will it?
I would think so. I would
Why?
think so. Oh, is there?
Enough of a market.
Yeah, and the amount of work involved in shooting these deer, getting them down off the hill, hanging them up, skinning them, finding an
That
outlet
makes
for
me
them.
feel so sad if they're just going to waste.
Yeah, but I'm not saying there. I'm not saying there at
No.
all. I'm not saying there at all. But I just wonder, like, if you've got that many extra to cull, and you're literally being paid to shoot them anyway, that's your, that.
Your job's done at that.
Is it? Yeah. Wonder how they prove how many they killed.
Good point.
Must have to bring something back to prove it. That is a good one. How do you actually prove it? Killed 40 deer the other day, mate.
Yeah.
Promise.
How much? I just don't think I could ever shoot a gun.
I've only ever shot a gun once.
Have you?
Mm-hmm. True story.
When?
Up in Orkney, actually. Yeah, just a rifle, just one shot. With a silencer on it, so it wasn't even a big bang.
So it wasn't.
It was very underwhelming.
Was it?
Yeah, it was just like, psst.
Did you enjoy it? No.
I was just shooting at a sign or something like that was
Right.
on, which belonged to the person that had the gun. This isn't a random street sign.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I've never shot. He's like, man, we'll shoot. Boom. And it's like, okay.
Most foragers don't supply sheep and cattle with enough cobalt, copper, iodine and selenium, critical to digestion, immunity, reproduction and growth. When it comes to supplementation, there's a danger of under or oversupply. But when bolusing with Animax Tracesure, you can be sure every animal has enough for up to 6 months in one single application. Animax, giving what it takes.
Did you ever play like these like kind of violent video games and stuff?
Yeah.
Did you? Were you into that?
Well, I wouldn't say I was into it, but I've played them
Like
played
Call of Duty?
Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto, those things. Yeah, when I was younger.
Did you?
Why? Do you think it's messing with my head? Do you think it affects kids' brains?
Oh yeah, yeah. Everything affects kids' brains.
Well, exactly.
Everything
So
will have an
that's an
impact.
argument for why you worry about it.
What do you mean?
Well, I feel like everything affects their brains. You think kids shouldn't be allowed to play them? But kids aren't allowed to play them,
Yeah.
technically.
I'm not being big and bold about it. It's just I was just wondering if you did. I mean, personally, I don't think I would want my children playing them. Only because I wouldn't want the noises of guns and stuff going off.
Yeah, and I think they'll wear headphones now and shout and swear at each other rather than actual listen to it blaring out the TV. But mine's at a different time. Mine's was like before. Well, I suppose we did have it. It was online towards the end, but initially it was just like
The DVD or something.
no, you'd have to go to your mates, and the twos would sit next to each other and play.
Okay, yeah.
You know, that was the kind of. There's more of a social element,
Yeah, rather than just sitting in your room yourself.
talking to strangers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would scare me. Like, who are you talking to?
Aye, for kids, no, but I don't know how you guide them away from that because.
I know. I think parenting it just must
What
parenting
about
nowadays.
banning phones in schools?
Yeah, I back it.
Yeah, 100%.
For me, there's no pro to people having phones in schools.
No, not John Clark. Not yeah.
No, fair enough. Obviously, with contacting
Well,
parents.
no,
and-
actually, sorry. Let me rephrase it. I'm all for banning smartphones.
Yes.
Let them have a wee
Yeah, I would
emergency,
agree. Yeah.
like a wee drug dealer's phone, like 20
Yeah.
quid out of Tesco's, where you can phone
But
somebody.
also, at the end of the day, the school can contact the parents or whoever.
Oh, you say that, but then a lot of kids.
I know if there's
kids,
something
well, a lot
personal
of kids walk home from school and.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they might be getting bullied or having issues, and
Oh no, but I'm thinking no. They're allowed to take their phones to school, hand them in, and then they get them back at the
I
end
just
of
think
the day.
that's too hard to police.
Whatever, do you just give their phone in the morning at 4?
What, a school with 1,000 kids?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of a tiny school again.
Yeah, hand it like no, like and
Yeah,
plus
how
then
do you
a phone
keep
goes
track
missing
of
and
whose
a phone
yeah.
goes missing and another kid stole it
Yep.
or the
Yeah, no,
teacher
you're
gets the
right.
blame.
Yeah.
Far better it's just if you're seen with a smartphone, it's not saying a suspension, but it's a disciplinary or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas you can have your wee drug dealer's phone. And it's
Yeah.
okay.
Play Snake.
Potentially. I don't even know if you still get that, but yeah, potentially. Just a thought. There's another thing to tick off the list that we've discussed. From the farming world, looking forward, I have a video coming out soon about OPA scanning. In fact, there's a podcast coming about OPA scanning as well, so I won't spoil that because that's very interesting.
Was it?
Yeah, very interesting. So, but I'll save that for that podcast. We will be continuing to sell lambs. We'll try to keep a running total this year. We have 1,300 odd still to sell.
Wow.
Yeah,
Where will you sell them all? Just
just between Ayr and Stirling, probably.
why would you never go to Lanark?
Oh, listen, I like Lanark Market. It's just bloody hard to get to. Like for us,
Yeah.
like
It's so handy for us.
it's so handy for you at
Yeah.
Muirkirk. Exactly. I'm a big believer. Support your local market.
Yeah.
Like that's why I like to take a lot to Ayr. Like I really like going to UA
Yep.
as well. You know, I like the folk. I like the buzz of the place. I worked there for years crutching lambs, so
Yeah.
I've got quite a connection that way through it as well. And it's so bloody easy to get to. Like
On the
you just
motorway.
motorway.
Yeah.
You're literally off the motorway. You're at the market. So like when you're pulling a big heavy trailer,
Yep.
you just set the cruise control on and you just drive up there and you're off. Lanark's a fantastic market as well. Great folk, great buzz there too. I mean, they're booming, like they're absolutely booming. But for me, just coming from Kilmarnock, it's just so many windy roads. Like even if I go the M74,
you're through the valley though, aren't you?
but even if I come M74, by the time even when you come off, you've still got all those roads to go with, like a trailer with 3.5 ton exactly on the back. Like it's just stressful and
you're better. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just,
makes sense.
That is the only reason I don't go to Lanark. No other reason. They've been good to me in the past, and you know I have a lot of time for them. But just the road.
Yeah.
If I'm perfectly bloody honest, I wonder why they never built it next to the M74. It's quite a new market, Lanark. I think there must be a reason. Aye.
Yeah, because there's not even. Well, I feel like
It
there's
looks
no
quite
even
modern.
bit that's old. You know, like old, and they've built onto
Yeah, no,
it.
I
It
think
all
it's
looks new.
I think it's a fairly new market.
Maybe it used to be somewhere else in Lanark.
Do you know, we just need to get somebody from Lanark in. We haven't had MD yet.
No.
We've had Ayr and Stirling UA. We need to start ticking off all these markets. So we want to get Primrose in. I've not even spoke to her. I keep mentioning Primrose, but we need to speak to her and get her in.
Next one.
I'll chase her up.
Yep.
I'll drop her an email, get her number, I'll drop her a message, see if she'll come in. But yeah, nothing else to add from me. What about yourself? Anything else you want to talk about before we wrap it up?
No, I'm happy with that. I'm excited to go to Kelso Top Sale. I've never been before.
Yeah, we're going to Kelso with the merch.
Yeah, I've never been.
Never been to Kelso?
No.
No, I suppose there's no Blackies at Kelso.
I'm looking forward to it.
When is Kelso?
13th of September.
Okay, so we'll see you guys at Kelso as well. But listen, we're back for a podcast before that. Thanks as always to our sponsors, to Tracesure and Crystalyx for jumping on board. I've been Cammy.
I've been Iona.
And we're both fed by farmers.